In this video, I want to talk to you about self-worth. And I want you to take notes because at the end of this video, I'm going to teach you a framework that is really going to change your life. This simple framework, this simple practice that I'm going to walk you through is really going to open your eyes to something that you may not have been thinking about at this moment. Self-worth is one of the most important things for you in your life, and it's going to really take you to where you need to be, but it all begins with you. So let's jump in. Let's talk about self-worth. I get dozens and dozens of messages every single day around this particular topic. And the messages always begin with Arsalan Bhai, which by the way, the word Bhai means brother. Arsalan Bhai, I feel like I am worthless. I feel like I hold no value. I feel like I'm not important in this world or in this universe. And every time I see those, it really breaks my heart. Because here is an important lesson on self-worth and the catalyst of what I'm about to talk about here right now. Your self-worth should not be determined or established by someone else. No one in this universe has the ability to tell you what you are worth. You are the one who has the power to figure that out and realize that and really harness the power of it. Now, the reason these messages come in is because a lot of these individuals may have gone through a very difficult relationship. They may have a difficult situation or environment in their household. They may be in a position or a career or a job where their boss or their colleagues may not be treating them with respect. They may be students and their teachers are not the most let's say, supportive human beings in the world. And because of a combination of whatever situation these individuals fall under, because I get messages from 17-year-old kids all the way up to 65-year-old adults, and the question of self-worth comes up quite a bit. And again, depending on what your particular situation is, self-worth needs to be established from the inside out. No one should be able to tell you what you are and what you aren't worth, because you are unbelievable, you are unstoppable, you are amazing, you are one of a kind, and you are a miracle. Okay, the fact that you are alive, the fact that you are here, the fact that you were even born is a miraculous act in itself. The odds and the statistics of you being alive in itself is unbelievable. That in itself should show you that you are a miraculous individual. You have something inside of you that nobody else does, the thing that I teach you over and over again. Your self-worth should not be linked to someone else. Someone else should not be telling you anything about what you can and can't do, right? And so the reason this is really important is because if you have been in a relationship in the past and someone maybe broke your heart, or someone was very abusive, either emotionally or spiritually or whatever it may be, and they may have told you that, hey, you are worthless, you are not important, or whatever it is, and that gets instilled in your head, and you live with those wounds for the rest of your life, but you don't need to, okay? You don't need to. Just because someone told you something does not mean it is true, because it's been embedded in your brain. I want to rewire the way you think. I want to rewire the way you look at yourself. Now, take this into consideration. I'm going to give you a really important lesson here. Okay, let's do a practice together. If you're driving, don't do this while you're driving, so be sure that you're either pulled over or you're sitting in a place where you can do this. But I want you to do something for me, and this is really important when it comes to self-worth. I want you to close your eyes for a second. And when you close your eyes, I want you to picture one of the most important human beings in your life. Now, to you, it may be different than the person sitting next to you, right? So to you, it may be your child. If you are a parent, it may be your child. If you are in a relationship, it may be your significant other. If you are younger, it may be your parent. It may be your teacher. It may be your best friend. Think of the one person in your life who means more than the world to you, someone who you just can't even imagine life without, okay? Think of that one person. Now, this is going to sound really crude, but I want you to take this lesson because this is really valuable and this is really important when I'm talking about self-worth. Now, imagine that person standing right in front of you, okay? So look at that person, so let's say it's your child, and I want you to tell them, okay, picture them in front of you and tell them, you are ugly. You are broken. You are invaluable. You are not creative. You are not talented. You are worthless. What is wrong with you? okay? As I'm saying these words, it's like a knife, right? Like you feel like you're being stabbed in your heart, like, Arsalan, why are you making me do this? Okay, imagine saying those things to the person you love the most in your life. Imagine saying the most harsh, horrible things to the person that you love the most. You can't imagine it, right? Because if you do that even for 2 seconds of imagining that, immediately you dislike that feeling. You immediately want to run away from that feeling because it feels awful, it feels shameful, it feels not like yourself, right? Now, the reason this is important is if you cannot tell the person you love the most in your life, if you cannot tell them these negative things, why are you telling yourself the same exact things? Really take a listen at what I'm saying here, okay? Listen closely. The things you would never tell someone you love the most in your life, why are you saying those things to yourself? You may wake up in the morning and look at yourself in the mirror and not love that version of you in the morning and not love your body right now. You may look at yourself and tell yourself you're ugly, or you're not beautiful, or you're not perfect. You may be in a position right now where you see that other people are succeeding in their life and they're creative and you're maybe not where you want to be and where they are. You might tell yourself, I'm so untalented, I'm not creative. Why are they so amazing and I'm not, right? Let's say you're not in a relationship that you want to be, and you tell yourself, I am not worthy enough for love. I am not worthy enough for affection. I'm not worthy enough for the things that other people have and I don't. That worth, that love, that self-care, that self-love, all those things add up to your self-worth. For you to feel loved, you need to treat yourself like you would treat the person you love the most in this world. The way you would talk to the person you love the most, your child, your parent, your best friend, someone in your life that you look up to, someone that you admire, someone that you cannot live without. The way you talk to that person is the way you need to talk to yourself. That self-love, that self-care, that self-talk is unbelievably important. Whatever happened to you in the past, if someone hurt you, if you went through a horrible relationship, if you lost someone, if you were told some horrible things about you, you need to rewire your brain and know that that person that told you these things, they were hurt, they were hurting, and they just were not in the right state of mind, okay? You need to let them go. Forgiveness is really important. Let them go, forgive them. Even if you've gone through the most difficult situations, I know some of you may be saying, Arsalan, you have no idea what I went through. I cannot forgive this person. Just try. Try to forgive that person and move on and start loving yourself. Your self-worth, your self-love, your self-talk is way more important than anything in this world because you are the light to someone's darkness. You are the answer to someone's prayer. And for you to show up as that version of yourself, you need to start loving your self-worth. No one can love you the way you can love yourself, and you cannot love someone else until you are loving yourself, okay? For you to show up and be the amazing partner that you want to be, the amazing friend that you want to be, the amazing parent that you want to be, the amazing child that you want to be, the amazing person that you want to be, for you to do that, you have to start with yourself. You have to start loving yourself first, and you have to start taking care of yourself first, and that self-worth is where it all begins, okay? Please send me a message after you listen to this episode or you watch this video. I want to connect with you. I want to talk to you about your self-worth and what you're feeling right now. I really encourage you to listen to this as many times as you need. If you're going through a very difficult situation where self-worth is not even in the equation, please listen to this, save this episode, take a screenshot of it, post it on your Instagram stories, tell me that you've listened to it or watched the video. I really, really encourage you to do so. And thank you again for being here. Your love and your patience and your support means the world to me. I really want you to know that. So thank you, Dost. I want you to go out there. I want you to be abundant. I want you to be amazing. I want you to start valuing yourself as the incredible human being that you are. And we will see you next week on the next episode of the Abundant Desi podcast. I love you, Dost. We'll see you soon.